Good morning, family. I'm Stephanie Day. I'm her myself, and I'm going to show you how we get rid of some of this trash that's biodegradable in this neighborhood. I'm not saying that's what everybody does. I'm saying that's what we do, some of us. A lot of the animals are going around looking for food, and our biodegradables are what they eat. So that's how it works. It's less trash to figure out what to do with afterwards. I don't know what happens to the rest. I've seen the garbage man pick up garbage when I was in Canafing South, but on this side, I don't remember if it was the garbage man or not. I saw a big truck going around, but I don't know if it was exactly the garbage man. So anyway, y'all, I'm gonna show y'all the little heap outside. Well, guys, I was not able to fulfill that promise. I got rid of the trash, but when I went out there to put it on the heap, they were there. Some guys were there already, and I didn't want them to get mad at me recording anywhere by them. Even though I wouldn't have recorded them, but still they were sitting there having their little morning talk. So I do not want anybody to get mad at me thinking that I'm trying to record their personal lives just because I choose to share some of the things that I'm doing here. I'll try later on today to take a picture of what's left of the heap. I saw somebody set fire to part of it, and I put my fresh discards out there that's the animals could eat. I left that on the heap. There's like, watermelon rinds and maybe eggshell, just whatever that was edible that I didn't eat all is what I put out there for the animals. Anyways, guys, I'm going on to set up my trees so I can water them. Well, guys, I watered the plants from the tap water because they are used to the water here anyways. I didn't have to give them distilled water or anything. It only took just a little bit more than a big bottle. And I think they're watered pretty well. They drained a little bit through the little plastic outdoor sofa that I put them in so I could water them easily. And I'll leave them outside all day to get some sunshine and whatever plants do outside. I was thinking about some of the comments people made over the days, and I've been answering them individually, but I think maybe some of the answers may help other people. Well, if you're expecting everything to be here like it is in the United States or Europe, it's not. If you want it to be vacationing, well, I suggest you just make a short visit so you can see what it's like. Stay at the hotel. Then that way you'll know you have ice if you want ice in your drinks, or you can go to restaurants. A lot of restaurants that have ice for your drinks. But to think that you go into the store and purchase it, so far, guys, I haven't seen it. Don't mean it's not available, because I haven't been everywhere. And I'm just me. You know, I'll be going around with my driver and my friends to places that I'm looking for. And that's really, to tell the truth, is not one of the things that I was looking for. I'm just so excited I have a refrigerator and freezer at this house that that's like the last thing on my mind. I could have cold things here, but because of my diabetes, I don't want to over-tempt myself, because it's so easy for my blood pressure to get out of whack. You know, I do have a glucometer, but I did not have as many strips as I thought I did. Because at home, you know, you taking your blood sugar if you want to 3 times a day. On here, you know, you're reduced to 1 time a day. You might skip a day at the end because, of course, you didn't see over-the-counter pharmacy. I see a lot of these little drive-by stores you can stop off at, but it's not really an over-the-counter type thing. You know, that you see medications there and you can say, oh, look, that's the glucometer. I wonder how much those are. And you know it's not going to match your glucose monitor from home. So next time I come, I promise I'll make sure I have way more than 3 months supply of my glucose strips where I can check my blood sugars often. And hopefully, I will have somebody come visit with me too. You know, you can only hope. It would be nice having a family member or friend come over and hang out with me, even if it's just a little bit. Walking is more fun when you have somebody walking with you. I'll do it without them, but you know, when I'm watching blood sugars, blood pressures, I don't like to do a whole lot of stuff out there, because it is not like at home when I could have, just say, OnStar in the car and push the button and an ambulance will come and get me. I was so independent because I knew I had backup systems. But here, nope, it's not that kind of backup system. My backup system is using my local phone, calling my friend, and then he'll call the driver to come get me. But in the meantime, I'm on my own. So I would take that into consideration when I'm coming back. And hopefully I'll be able to stay closer to my land next time, so I can go and check on my land more often and make sure whatever project I have going on it, it's some work steady happening. Because I ain't gonna lie, I really want my tiny round house real. That would be my first thing that I want done after the fence. I'm watering my little tiny trees, and I know one day they'll be big, especially baobab trees. One of them will just be average tree, but it has beautiful flowers, and the other one will just be this big, huge tree that gives out fruit and everything. It will outlive me. It will outlive all of you. I see those baobab trees like hundreds of years old, guys. It's one of my favorite trees. I'm so glad I was able to purchase not 1, but 2. They're different kinds, but they're still baobab trees, so I'm really happy about that. Okay. What else I wanted to say is, again, this place is an Airbnb. This was the first time I even downloaded that app to even try to stay in an Airbnb. I was actually planning on staying somewhere else, But after they were talking about wiring money to them, and my bank wasn't having it because it wasn't enough information sent by them to make that happen, my backup plan was just to Google what I should do. And I looked at more than one app and then just decided to just try by eeny, meeny, miny, mo on which part of the country I would stay in. It looks like a big city, but guys, it's still a country, just a small one. It's like going to a country place. They have some city conveniences, but it's developing, y'all. So you can't expect everything here that you get wherever it is you're coming from. Just think of it as an adventure, and please do not, I emphasize, do not just move here. You give yourself a culture shock. The reason why I don't have a culture shock is I've been coming to the motherland for 40 plus years. My youngest was a baby when I started coming here. So anyway, guys, I've been coming to different countries in the motherland. I have been married to someone from the motherland. I was at organizations with brothers and sisters from the motherland. I dated people that was from the Caribbean and the motherland. So I've experienced lots of different people, lots of different behaviors, been around different cultures. And no, I did not assimilate into everything. I think what made everything work is that we were different and we appreciated our differences. I'm trying to learn a little Wolof, but my accent is so thick Southern that it ain't working too well. But it being recorded on the phone seems to work. At least yesterday it did. So my advice to all of y'all, make sure you have enough funds when you come to do what it is you plan on doing. Only you know, guys, not me. So what I may think of as expensive may be economical to you, and vice versa. You may decide that you're fine with driving around here when I'm satisfied with having a trusted driver. You may be happy jumping in a bush taxi. That might not be for me, you know. Like I said, between me having to regulate blood sugars and blood pressures, I'm better off just staying at home, chilling out, picking my times that I go out with my driver and with my friend sometimes. Because my friend got a life. It's stuff that he needs to do where he's working. But anyways, life is good. I'm not trying to oversimplify anything. I'm not trying to recruit anybody to stay in the motherland permanently. In fact, my advice is to plan, and plan some more. Because even if I would have started planning earlier, I would have had more glucometer strips. I wouldn't have ran out of my medication for my blood pressure. You know, it's just the little things that you think of and you're like, I'm just going. I'm not worrying about that other stuff. Because to me, so much stress was on me with worrying about the 72-hour negative COVID test before arrival and stuff. And hoping that the flight wouldn't be canceled at the last minute like it was when I was getting ready to travel in March. So I was just glad that I was able to come at all. But next time, I'll try not to be so romanticized about it and be more serious and have everything I need to get my needs met. I know it's a hard time going on in the USA where I left, but I'm telling you, I'm praying every day that nothing like that happens here. Right now, everything is cool, you know. I think we do just fine with our social distancing and limiting the places that we go, really. And our exposures to a lot of people. I really don't interact with a whole lot of people. But anyway, guys, this Airbnb, I'll be open to anybody who uses the Airbnb app. But I guarantee you, whatever Airbnb you end up with, I would say don't put all your eggs in one basket, because one place may have little things that actually got on my last nerve and it may not even bother you, and vice versa. So I never planned to be in any one place for a very long time. So I split my time between this duplex and the apartment in Canafine South. I got different experiences from both places. For right now, while I'm still here, I have not made up my mind about my experiences. Because to me, I think they were just both different. So it can't really compare. But next time, I'm really not planning on coming to the same places. I'll still try to check on somewhere else that's like closer to where I'll be building. I still love the Gambia. It reminds me of my hometown, but a bigger one. And it has a little other quirks that my hometown doesn't have. But this is developing, guys. I understand that it's developing. And I'm trying to also develop while I'm here. I'm still reading my Africa 101. I'm getting closer to the end though, y'all. See, I only got a little left. And I'm still working on my sketching. I brought enough. And like I said, if you bring your little hobby stuff, that should get you for a while. Some people like volunteering. I've done enough in my lifetime. So if I do any volunteering, it'll be with set up nonprofits that's already here and just work cooperatively with them with projects through Habasia too. I love my sketch pads and pencils. I do. I'm glad I took them with me. I don't regret that. I put them in my backpack. That was a good thing to do. And bringing my ancestral results too is good, because it actually describes what happened to my people, how they end up scattered all around. Not all around all of the world, but they're scattered in a lot of different places. They were. Most of it was definitely involuntary. And I'm sad that that happened to them, but I know they just happy that I'm free, y'all. Free to get on that plane, use that passport, and leave whenever I want, or whenever I can afford it. And yeah, I keep my credit cards up because I do want to go backward and forward. I don't ever want to feel like I'm stranded anywhere because I can't buy a ticket. This is cash over here. Not getting my tickets on the credit card, man. I'll pay for it later. On time. because I want to keep the credit cards I have. I'm not necessarily into getting new ones. Hopefully I'll win the lottery when I get home. And I know y'all thinking good luck with that, but who knows? Why not me? I'd use it well, I promise. But anyways, have a wonderful day, because I know most of the people watching me are 6 hours behind me. So have a wonderful and blessed day. I sure hope that all of that violence I saw online the other day is finished. I sure hope so. The inauguration is on the 20th. Unfortunately, I think it's going to look like I don't know. It's going to have to be so much security all over the place just for it to happen. I'd be changing places that would happen, I'm telling you, and definitely wouldn't even be outside. But that's just me, y'all. It'll be on CCTV. That's how I would be getting inaugurated. But anyway, guys, until next time, peace, peace, power to the people, and I'm out, y'all. Bye.